Se prenderemo il negus gliene farem di belle. Se prenderemo il negus gliene farem di belle. Se lui farà il testardo noi gli farem la pelle.
Hello everybody and welcome to my first Let's Play. I will be opting to do a Italy game, which is a country that I think is rarely touched. I mean, there are many that are rarely touched, so I'm going to attempt to play Italy for about the 7th time and hopefully not have to restart and actually have a proper playthrough. For this I will be using Black Ice, and I will be commenting as much as possible without sounding too boring. Hopefully I can entertain for my very first Let's Play. So, we are going to select Italy, who gets Spanish-Italian alliance, or actually, wait, so, Partito Nazionale Fascista, fascists, party, obviously, Victoria Militat, Mutiltat, forget it, my Italian is actually not all that great, it should be though. So it's acceptance of fascism, things like this. So we get Victor Emmanuel III, the Soldier King, which is what they used to call him. There's the Pact of Steel, which I can choose not to do, and I'm still mulling over whether I wish to or not. There is the Spanish-Italian alliance, which I doubt I've ever actually done. And then there's the Holy First. Wow, okay, I'm sorry, Italy first. I have issues with my eyes. Okay, it is Italy first. This is the one. So you can either do Pact of Steel, which is to historically side with Germany, or you may do Italy first, which is actually kind of an interesting alternative, in that Italy becomes its own faction, and if you befriend many of the people you're supposed to invade, like Yugoslavia, for example, and Greece, they actually join your faction, because by befriending them you become more liked. Friendship-wise, it gives like a friendship bonus. So we want historical AI focuses. In other words, we want history to go the way we want it. We don't want Germany to just come down and beat the living snot out of us. Okay, whatever. I don't care about my achievements. Regular. I don't care about Iron Man mode. These are my options. Okay, cool. So that's. Oh wait. Oh, you know what? I actually do not want to try playing with this right now. This is not something I want to mess with just yet. So, here we go. First things first. When it loads. Ooh, it's taking a little bit of time. It must be because of OBS. That could also be just DDIs as well. Come on, you can do it. God, Russia scares me all the time. Somebody I seldom take on is Russia. I seldom... Oh! Italy got artillery brigades in the new... Wow, he must have updated this since I last played. These units were not all here. Oh, well. Okay, fine. First thing we're going to do is we are going to bring together everything, almost everything. Actually, whatever's in Sicily is going to stay in Sicily and is going to be appropriated to the... it's going to be sent to the front lines in Africa, to Ethiopia, effectively. And then all of these, and all of these. And then they're going to form one massive command, who will be commanded by... Okay, that's offensive, even though Italian generals actually did suck. He's a bad general. I'm not taking this... Oh, but he's got... Oh, he's got 2 negatives. I'm not... no. Out of Order of St. Lazarus. Rakana. What the heck? Decent general. Leader experience. Yeah, I don't much care for their leader experiences, really. I care more about... Wow, Amadeo Duca De Abruzzi, excuse me. Oh, he's a logistics wizard. Him I want. Ooh, but he's over. He can't. He can't command that many men. Oh, never mind. Then I need you. Ew, field marshal. Ugh. Okay. And then I want everything to be committed to the Yuko front, just in case I decide to attack them. It may turn out that I'm not going to. It may turn out that I do. It just depends. Now, the submersibles are here. More submersibles here. All submersibles, I have a very, 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 very iffy manner at which I do things. I'm a little, how you say, I'm OCD. I've a very, 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 very distinctive manner of doing things, which can actually be my downfall as well. So, it's not like this is the greatest idea in the world. So I believe that's all my subs? No, it's not all my subs. There's 5 others. Plus there's like a crap ton if he kept the same construction list as he had before. What do you mean we knew too little about our own region? Gotta be dumbass. I don't know. Anyway, destroyers will form a fleet over here. There's no point in supporting operations in Ethiopia because it's Ethiopia. I wish I didn't have to fight them, but sadly they decided it was important that the Italians' national focus tree be forcibly stuck to invading, meaning that so what happened was I tried this before actually. So I puppeted Ethiopia, and what ended up happening was this one was locked. This one wasn't because I had already done it during the invasion. However, triumphs in Africa had been locked. The reason was because you are forced to own Ethiopia. You cannot puppet them. Which, though puppeting them and owning them gives you very little either way, I'm sorry to say. Obviously, I would have liked more just to test it out as having a puppet. But this wasn't the case. I wasn't allowed. So I had to re-invade them. I had to actually forge a casus belli, what you would do in the old ones. I forget what you do. Claims. I had to forge claims and invade them again, which set back my national focus tree for like a year or so. So I discovered that's no bueno. You don't do that. Never ever. And it just sucks though, because it would have been nice to have that choice. We might have misjudged the logistical situation for a glorious conquest of Ethiopia. Yeah, we must make it our primary goal to provide our brave troops with the necessary supplies. So we gain 2 infrastructure and 3 naval bases there, and Somaliland gains 3 infrastructure and 4 naval base, or not 4 naval bases, but level of base, and same with infrastructure. It's 3 levels of infrastructure, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna do that one. Has he changed his interface in any way? No, he has recruitment laws that just don't work. You do nothing with these recruitment laws. Why? Or is it, whatever. Is he put? No, well, there's only Fiat for Italy. There's only CRDA. Now there's a good choice for plane designers, historically. Material designers, such as Beretta, Lancia, and Breda. So Beretta and Breda. It gets confusing. For aircraft, we have Macchi, Savoy, Marchetti, which I love. They make the tri-engined Spavaros, which I have in this game. I love it. Peugeot and Caproni. Daniele, which is like the only industrial concern I can have anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then there's several theorists I can have. It also goes for things like this. Developed royalist. Daily monarchy support. Interesting. Anyway, we want the backroom backstabber. He gives political power gain. But there was a better one, wasn't there? There was a way better one. I don't think so. No, he was the one. See, the problem with this is we get Backroom Backstabber, which only gives 5% political gain, but he gives ideology drift defense plus 15, meaning that it will be much harder now with that 15% for someone to screw or for the nation itself to naturally want to favor another political party. However, I prefer the workhorse, which is what many other nations get. For example, you play Canada, you play Britain, you get, he's called a something workhorse, I don't remember the full name anymore, but they only give you political gain, but they give you like 10 to 15, and political power is kind of like a currency for certain things, like picking political advisors. Like, it costs, just to get him, it costs 150. Same for picking a designer, 150. So you kind of want political power gain, and political power gain is also used for things like fucking with a nation's, fucking with a nation's politics and fabricating claims and many other things. So it's kind of a necessity. The problem is it's also not the biggest necessity if these are not things that you enjoy. If these are things you can do without, you're not necessarily going to really care. But if you're someone who does like to have a large supply of it, like I do, or you're someone who does play that game, they do mess with people's, politics, and they screw around with like things like this, and then that is something you're gonna want a lot of. So it varies on your gameplay. Very much varies on your gameplay, actually. Okay, so in other words, all of Italy's generals now get this -1% to their leader experience. It's fine, so long as it's not, honestly, so long as it's not affecting my actual, as long as it's not affecting my actual armies, I don't give a crap. Although it does suck. I mean, it still sucks, but it's, what do you want? Okay. And then we're gonna have everything just sortie right into here, and they're just gonna port strike, and actually Ethiopia has no ports or ships, there's no point in doing those two. There we go. Okay, so now that we have that drawn out and we have all these units, we are going to go and... So here's a fun thing about D-Day's Ice. The amount of equipment he's placed into this game as requirements, oh my god, now light motor teams are a thing too. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Ew, what's the FNAB? I'm gonna have to Google that after. Anyway, so as you can see, uniforms are a thing because why not? Armored cars. Okay, well, armored cars, he did put armored cars, but oh, look. Oh, it's a pretty picture of a Fiat. I love Fiat 626s. Motorcycle infantry, then why the hell is it? Oh my god, motorcycle infantry. Oh, wow. APCs are infantry fighting, but for transport and combat. Well, they're mechanized. Oh, yeah, it is mechanized. It is. Silly, silly tank girl. Silly, silly tank girl. Not thinking. Sorry if my voice is really, really low, by the way. I'm attempting to alter it. Judging by my name and everything. So, I'm going to try to improve that in future versions. Oh, he didn't overdo the submarines anymore. Excellent. But I'm going to try to, fix that in the future. But for now, my voice is, to make it sound like a girl, it has to be just a little bit softer than my male voice, which is extremely loud, as you can tell. So it's, I'm still learning pitch, for example. But anyway, no, we don't want to alter that. And carrier. Anyway, so first off, let's break our brain. Let's see, missing equipment. Utility vehicle, recon infantry equipment. So we want, we need horse-drawn arty, right? Yeah, we do. Horse-drawn artillery. Yeah, so mortars are a thing. It's nice to see that someone started with mortars, though, because initially you did not. Like, countries like Canada have to research the trench mortar, okay? This is kind of dumb because the trench mortar would have been known even to Canada, considering its experiences in World War I. Anyone's experiences in World War I, and even by now anyone would know what a mortar was, or a trench mortar. So some of the researches are unbefitting, I guess, but are there because of the way the game works. So, I mean, you can't really, you can't, like, knock it too much. It's not on purpose, necessarily. That's not what I wanted. Okay, utilities. I'm sorry if this is taking really long. Okay. Ok. Buono. Tutto buono. Ok. Actually, I'm going to put another line of Caraneros, since Caranero rifles become the bane of my existence. Or rifles in general, guns, anything really. This mod takes it to the max, and then you cry a river. Stupid little L tank hats I don't like. I can't wait to get rid of them. I hate tank hats so much. They're cute and they're adorable, but that's just the problem. Okay, gone with the garrison equipment. I don't want garrisons. I'm going to be swapping out all garrison units anyway. Preferably having 2 to almost everything is probably the best thing you can do. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell the game to build 2 Giuseppe Miraglia class, I believe is the way you pronounce it. Some of these I can pronounce, others I can't. I can't pronounce that, and I'm not even going to try. 2 battle cruisers, but built individually. For example, there's 37 ships here, so we're going to have 1 be assigned respectfully here. Another one to Calabria, and another one will go to La Spisa, which I believe is how you say it, but that one I never asked really how to say properly, so I don't actually know. Soldati class, Orani class, Bolzano, Ciaudulio, Littorio. Aren't some of those being built? Yeah, they're Littorios. Italy was a naval power, although stressing that term is often something that gets made fun of, and Italy was quite laughable during World War II, and it's like, I know I'm knocking my own country, but understand that I absolutely love Italy. I am stoked for Italy's War Thunder tree that's coming, and I have Duca d'Aosta for World of Warships. I will play Italy. I don't care. I've killed people in War Thunder in my 202 who laughed at me. They laughed in open chat, and I downed them or their friend who was supposed to best me. So I like sticking it to people, but I understand why it's easy to make fun of Italy as well when you really, really do your research and you kind of realize, well, you know, they weren't exactly in the best of, you know, this or that, and it's fair. It's fair, but it's a little, it borders a bit on like, I don't really want to use bullying because it's not the right term, but I get flack a lot for wanting to be Italy in anything that I get. I love that he's incompetent. Italy in anything, and so often or not, it becomes just to the point where I just don't play with people. I play often alone, and I am content because nobody laughs. However, I have some friends who are more than content to play Italy with me and who will not offend Italy completely. But these are also people who are able to historically actually look at the good and the bads, mostly the bads, but you know, it's kind of like that. So, anyway, too much talking. Way too much talking. So, I still have 5 I can put somewhere. We'll keep them in reserve, actually. I'm not interested in spending those just yet. Okay, so one last thing I have to do, which is something that I like doing quite a bit, when I remember how to do it. There is a way to make a new theater, I just don't remember how. Oh, there it is. No, that's not what I wanted. Destroy that theater. Oh, interesting. It also destroys the army in the process. That's interesting. Fine. No, shit. Whatever. Okay, here we're gonna name this one. This one will be Italian theater, so this will be anyone and everyone who is associated with Italy. And then finally, you will be Libya, although eventually you'll become North Africa. Or actually, we'll just do that. We'll just do that outright. It's whatever, we're wasting our time here. Okay, so, alright, now, research. This is not complicated for me to do. This I know exactly what I want. Or I thought I did, up until infantry guns became a thing too now. That's just grand. Definitely want airborne. Oh, yes, okay, wait, if we want airborne, we want these. Ooh, can never have two. There's my Spivaro. Yeah, resources are a problem for Italy too. Now, moving on. We immediately want to fast track Italy's tanks. Command tanks? Really? AVREs now too? Fine, whatever. Anyway, we need to get the light tanks ASAP. And for the sake of argument, the tank kits. Even though I hate them, I know I just said I hate them, but I need better ones than the current ones that we're shoving into service, so... Oh, yeah. Oh, spotter plane. Oh, how adorable. Oops, no, that's too early. Oh, but these we want. Oh, no, I made a significant mistake. I'm sorry. We want research. We want industrial tools. Yes. And we need more planes. We need newer. We need MC200s. Has they put any others? G55 Centauro, sorry. SM92s. Okay, so here we go. Okay, cool. Now we can do this. Japan claims hegemony in East Asia. Oh, that's right, he added in this mod factories, which give bonuses, and you can... Oops, I exited out of that way too quickly. Anyway. Hey, my little Spivaros! Oh wait, that's a fighter, never mind. Where's the Spivaro? Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so the fleets should have recombined. Almost. Some of them are still trying to get there. Massive submarine fleet, submersible fleet. We want Sea Wolf, and we want Spotter. Vitalio, okay. These ones will be making their way to Ethiopia and will act as these garrison for this entire region. Oh yeah, what new units did he add? Colonials, which I never like, I want to get rid of. Division CCNN, which are the they're black shirts, effectively. So we're going to do this. We're going to we're going to do this one just because we can. And we're going to now search out all of those colonial units, and we are going to swap them to standard Division d'Infanteria, which is Division of Infantry, effectively. There. There should be like 1 or 2 other colonials in like all these forces. However, it is very hazardous for me to swap them out right now. Same for the CCNN. I know for a fact black shirts were serving in Ethiopia because my grandfather was one. My grandfather was in Ethiopia. I hear the stories all the time. I heard the stories all the time. It was very fascinating to listen to. But he died when I was very young, so I didn't get too much of a chance to really get to hear too much about all these things. So, which might be my fascination with Italy, perhaps. At one point, I'm going to be changing all of these anyway. All these divisions undergo mass amounts of change. So, for example, you... No, wait, here. You... Are you really the only 2? Okay, whatever. No, we're going to tell the game to Solare, which will now render more equipment requirement, but it's okay. And we can get rid of this template. That is so cool that... Oops, no. So, Ethiopian war economy has finished. Or war logistics, so now we will do industrial effort. Focus all our political efforts on building up the civilian industry, integrate leap forward. So this one actually will help a lot. Add civilian buildings. One of the things I failed to do was still assign new structures. This is on me, however, I've got a big ass problem right now. It seems like Ethiopia is playful, so we're going to order the attack. The units I sent down here have arrived, have formed up, and now we are going to attack. Al attacco! There. Alright, so we're going to go back to Italy since this is just happening and it really just doesn't matter. Because it just happens. Ethiopia can't resist. They can resist all they like, but it's going to be fairly simple, I would think. So, now we're going to come back here and we're going to build up... actually, wait, we're going to do civilian factories first. So Tuscany, no. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill Latium up with the civilian factories, and we're going to even swap the one military one to civilian, which is actually dumb. It's actually a dumb thing that you could do, but it's fine though. The civilian factory only in that region, in Abruzzo. And Campania. Campania has a bit of both. Calabria will probably be just dry docks. It's ever what I do. Emilia Romagna will be... Whoops, closing ceremony, Olympic Winter Games, 1936. Germany! Sorry, so here what we'll do is we'll turn it into... Convert one military factory to civi. No, I want it to be 8. Whoa. Oh, meats. Okay, fine, it doesn't want to do it. It's fine. We'll do it later. I'll probably forget, but we'll do it later. Docks. Just because you can never have too many docks is Italy. Ships are great. Here we're going to make a mix. Okay, I can have 2 more. There we go. Now we're going to do it that way, and we're going to do it this way, and this way. Then, because I'm uptight about the way things are, this is going to go... Oh! Somaliland's got damaged roads. Okay, so... Whoops, what did I click? Okay, so we're losing in Somaliland. This is not that surprising. However, we will not be able to lose up here, so it won't matter. Even if they take and wipe out these units, I'll just replace them eventually. Speaking of replacing units, I don't know how I feel about these artillery units. Also, I don't really like their template. Coastal arty battery, that's what they are. Oh god, okay. They're not artillery. They're freaking coastal. Okay. Oh, son of a... Sicilia, or Sicilia. Well, not Sicilia, actually. We're going to deploy these people to Sicily, or Sicily. The soccer ball effectively getting kicked. And then after we do that, we're going to train additional ones. Italy has a huge training ability. We're just going to train them in lengths of 1. I don't believe... Actually, no. These ones, the Sicily ones, we're going to train them in infinite numbers. You guys, on the other hand, will be trained in leagues of just 1. And you will deploy to Venetia. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And we're going to speed this up because I don't like the rate at which it seems to be taking the units to move. Good. The enemy's in the withdrawal in the north. The south, like I said, it doesn't matter if they wipe out these units. It becomes mined and instantly anyway. Though you guys should seriously press the attack and just knock off your stupidity. You guys need to flank around. Seriously, people need to be doing things. This helps. We have a small shipment of trucks from Japan. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Japan. Love you too. We are missing equipment. We are missing HMG teams. We are missing just too many teams. We are missing just way too much stuff because D-Day Ice does this. We need mechanized computing because I want research time. Okay, so what we're doing here is we are looking for Breda SMG teams, 45mm light mortar teams, cavalry equipment, mountain warfare equipment, which I saw was somewhere here. No, it's up there, sorry. Oh, it's right there, Jesus. Mountain Arty, Coastal Battery Arty. Okay, so paratrooper planes and stuff like that, we can just send those factories elsewhere. Actually, I want it put back there, and I want you to remove your factory, your fourth factory, and put it there. There we go. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Ethiopia effectively becomes a civilian factory location as well. I just turned it into a massive civilian factory. What's the matter with you now? I know we need fighters and tactical bombs. I've decided especially after seeing this on the Duca de Osta for World of Warships. I looked this up, and there's on the back turret. There are not on the turret itself, but on the, I guess it's what you would call it. darn it. Not a casemate either, but it's what the turret sits on, and I usually know these things, but my brain is just mush these days. Ooh, industrial warfare. So it says Victoria Nobis Vita, and I Latin translated that, and I know the translation probably isn't the most accurate. With iron will and a relentless work ethic, we can mobilize the people in another great industrial effort. This one gives it gives uniform factories, small arms, plus military factories. Awesome. In essence, though, it means victory gives us life, and I have opted to, or decided to pick that as my Let's Play title. So, this is Victoria Nobis Vita, and I will attempt to lead Italy into not the massacre, into another massacre, like in real life. I will attempt to pick my fights wisely, and hopefully not fall flat on my face. Which I have done just a few too many times as Italy in multiple versions, including even Hearts of Iron 3. My experiences in Hearts of Iron 3 were not very great. Not very great at all. Damn, I never told you guys to take up a border position. Oops. Okay, this is going not so bad. Good, the conversion to that factory is done. Let's go back here and see if we can convert that one now. No, we cannot, because that factory must be being used for stuff. It's probably being used for things. Also, one little mistake I didn't do. Click here. And we're no longer getting trucks from Japan. This helps. Oh, we're getting trucks from Japan again. I don't know. Oops. Ah, the Maki C200 Saidas. Or Sayeda, sorry. It's not that great of a plane, but it's still better than nothing. So now I want their naval variants, because we're going to be building carriers, so we need the naval variations, which is just more for us to produce and more of a strain on our already burdened economy, which is the issue that ICE creates. It really emphasizes building up enough. Wow, that was fast. Speaking about that burden, extra research slot. Our industrial expansion and other recent advances might allow us to conduct more R&D in parallel. Yep. Ah, good. The troops in the south have... Ooh, what happened? Small arms factory level 3 reached. Yay, and uniforms level 1 reached. You guys join in on that attack. What are you doing? The Games of the Olympics. The 11th Olympics were recently held in Berlin. Attended German athletes saw the most success. 33 golds. Nice. Jesse Owens. The games are concluded. Pronto, signore. Pronto all'azione. Wait, we're losing this fight. Hang on. Some units need to enforce that one's attack. The Red Sea is almost out of supplies. Ah, yeah. Now that we're on the topic of the supplies, oops. There we go. I gotta remember not to hold shift down. Wow, that was quick. Extra research slot. Damn, it's almost October of 36. See, Ethiopia, I would have had Ethiopia done already, but I had actually made a significant mistake by waiting too long, but that's okay. That's also because I'm doing a Let's Play, so I wanted to ensure that everything was set and right for it. So we're going to now do Italian highways. We need to expand our infrastructure to ensure easy mobility of troops throughout our empire, with enemies at every corner of the world. This is a crucial part of being able to defend all Italian soil. Now we have that resource slot, so we can slot something else joyous into it. Construction, and also then eventually resource gain. Though the efficiency is not that great, it's better than not having enough. Oh, and by the way, what I mentioned earlier, we want the backroom backstabber. There you go. We're no longer getting the arms shipment, it's fine, whatever. Why is Japan sending us constant trucks? Avanzate, come on! Forza, forza! Let's go. And it's over. Oh, no, it's not over yet. Ooh. Nice. Naval Spavaro. I need a new bomber. Right, we don't have paratroopers yet, but we'll need paratrooper equipment eventually. The logistical nightmare. Anyway, cut this off. Enough with this. We're going to be getting rid of those units soon anyway. If they are truly coastal, I want nothing to do with them. I want them disbanded, and I'd rather have the units, or better yet, I'd rather have the units reformed into useful units instead. Oh, Spanish Civil War. Okay. The south is suffering pretty bad, and I think I lost units too. No, there was only ever 3 units down here, never mind. God damn it. Like, darn. Just destroy the stack, yo. Anti-Comintern pack. Germany proposes that we sign it. Soviet Union hates us, they're gonna hate me anyway. German Reich gains blah blah, opinion of Italy, and the Reich likes me. If I refuse, Germany just gets all pissy. Whatever. Okay, so things are looking up. Ethiopia is taking a lot longer than it usually does, but I think also it's because of... there we go. There we go. So finito. Finito. And now we do prospect for oil. Add 6 oil. Insert. Nice. Old empires always fear new ones on the rise, and we should not depend on them. We cannot rely on oil from other nations, and should focus our efforts on finding our own sources within the empire. This is how we make sure to stay competitive far into the future. Fun thing about this one is eventually I get Libyan infrastructure, which adds infrastructure to Libya, and I can even get Libyan refineries, which give me 2 free synthetic oil refineries on top of the prospective 8 and any future refineries or resources I come into ownership of. So, first things first, everybody folds under him. Secondly, he becomes, where is he? What is he? Mountaineer, and now he gets promoted to a field. There you go. He lost his skill though, but it's fine. He's a, what is he now? Field Marshal. He has a maximum of 60, even though initially they didn't have a maximum of 60. Not initially, at least. Okay. First things first. You. No, wait. You and you. Into Solari units. You and you. And you. No, you. Hang on. How much of what do we have? Hang on. You become mountaineers. You, and you. Hang on. Very, very, very obsessive about my numbers. Okay, and then that final one will become a mountaineer too. That's a lot of equipment. You'll become a standardized infantry unit. You two will you four, I stand corrected, will become mountaineers. You'll become another Solari unit. Pronto l'azione. 2 additional Solaris. And another. Oh, no. Yeah. An infantry. That's fine. Anyway, what do we need now? No, we don't need coastal artillery batteries. Not anymore. Wait, I must have others that I don't see. Oh, wow. There's a ton here. Oh my god, the need for equipment is gonna hurt so much. I am missing some. Oh, they're over here. There. 1,000 voices cry out in pain as Italy's industry, which is already like overwhelmed, freaks the fuck out even more. Oh my god, how much of anything do I need? Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, actually, wait. I love my horsies, I really do, and I accepted them as a unit in the original game. However, because they actually now require a buttload of equipment, I can no longer okay their use. We have mechanized infantry? Since when? Oh, the motorcycles, yeah. Semi-mot. Wait, what's the unit? Oopsies. First off, what is the width? Combat width is 21. That's insane. That's actually mad that there's to combat with a 21. That's amazing. Artillery, motorized pack artillery. What's motorized pack artillery? Oh, apparently mountain guns are that. Pack arty. Oh, right. Pack is a smaller gun, yeah. Main support. L5 tankies. And do we have anything else that we need here? No, because we don't have signal teams yet. There. That should have lessened the equipment burden on my units. That's not what I wanted. 22.5. How do you actually get 22.5? That's insane. Well, we don't have pack guns yet, so I can't actually... Oops. God damn it. We can't slot any of this in. Okay. Okay, cool. So, now we need those. Once we have those, it's just more things to make, but still, when we have those, we'll be able to put those in. And the units should become less burdenous. My fear, however, is precisely just this. All this needed equipment and not enough resources. Oops. Hey, come on. Stupid autosave is slow as hell. Yeah, because if I trade away any more of my... Okay, we're already on partial, so we don't want that. Awesome. Free trade gives us negative 10% research time, construction speed, dockyard. Seeing an opportunity to extend its influence, National Spain considers selling them a number of older vessels for destroyers to subsist them in their cause. Keep those ships for ourselves. Spain will receive 4 destroyers and 2 submarines, and we'll receive a relations boost with them. There you go. We'll give them that. We'll do free trade. Okay, so I'm going to select one more research, and then I think I'm going to call it here. This wasn't a bad beginning, I think, for a Let's Play. It wasn't as engaging as I was hoping it would be. I'm sorry for that in advance, but this is my first one. Hopefully it's not something I accidentally repeat in the... that I repeat in the future. Hopefully I can make it a lot more interesting as I go on and get better and better at this. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.